Hello and welcome to our sixth session. Today we're exploring Blender's outliner window. For this session, I provided a resource file. Let's download it first. Open the YouTube video or your LMS. In the description, click More, and you'll find a link to our Patreon page. Click that link to open the Patreon page. Scroll down until you see the file rtx3090.blend. Click it and wait for the download to finish. Once the download completes, click the folder icon in your browser's download bar to open your Downloads folder. Right-click the rtx3090.blend file and choose Cut. Now navigate to your Learning folder.
For example, here it is in F drive. I had created Sudi Blender Learning folder. Open it, and inside the Chapter 01 Basics folder, right-click and paste the file.
Instead of double-clicking the .blend file like last time, we'll do it from inside Blender. Click in the address bar at the top of the folder window, right-click, and copy the path. Go to your desktop or use the system search, type Blender, and open Blender 4.5. In the splash screen, click Open or go to File, Open. In the file browser's address bar, press Ctrl-V to paste the path, and press Enter. You'll be taken to the folder where you saved the file. Select rtx3090.blend, then click Open. When the file loads, you'll see the RTX 3090 card model, designed entirely in Blender. Using what you learned in the previous class, press and hold the middle mouse button to orbit around and view the card from every angle. Now, let's focus on the outliner window on the right side. If that panel feels too small, you have two options. Option 1, switch the editor. In the top left corner of the 3D viewport, click the Editor Type drop-down and select Outliner to view it full screen. Option 2, keep your 3D viewport. Leave the 3D viewport as is, move your mouse over the outliner, then press Ctrl-Space or Spacebar if your key map is set that way to maximize that area. Press the same shortcut again to restore it. Then press Ctrl-Space, click inside the outliner to begin.
You have a Back to Previous button to return to the original workspace. Move your mouse over the outliner, press Ctrl plus Spacebar to maximize it, and let's explore, starting with Scenes. Right now, by default, Blender has one scene. Click the scene selector and you'll see there's just one. Rename it by selecting the name and typing NVIDIA 3090_master. I've added master to mark it as the primary scene. Next, click the double page icon, the Scene Add menu. You'll see four options: New, Copy Settings, Linked Copy, and Full Copy. Click New. A completely new scene is created. Name it New Scene and press Enter. Click Back to Previous to return, and switch to the new scene you just made. You'll notice no objects appear here yet. Don't worry, your model isn't lost. Open the Scene dropdown again and switch back to NVIDIA 3090_master. You're back in the original scene with everything intact. This is how you can create multiple scenes in Blender. Now, move your mouse over the outliner again and press Ctrl plus Spacebar to make it full screen. Let's look at Copy Settings. Choosing this will create a new scene that copies the current scene's settings, render settings, units, etc., into the new one. You also have Linked Copy and Full Copy. Let's try Linked Copy. Choose Linked Copy and name the scene NVIDIA 3090 Linked and press Enter. Click Back to Previous and ensure you're in NVIDIA 3090 Linked. Select a component, for example, the fan. Press Tab to switch from Object Mode to Edit Mode. Press A to select all of the fan's geometry, then press S, then Z to scale along Z, and scale the fan up.
Press Tab again to switch back to Object Mode.
Switch back to NVIDIA 3090_master. You'll see the fan is modified here as well. That's because a linked copy shares the underlying data. You don't want that change to affect the master. In NVIDIA 3090_master, go to Edit,
Select Undo History, and in the list, come and select Original. Now the fan is restored to its original mesh.
Now the fan is back to original in both NVIDIA 3090 Linked and NVIDIA 3090 Master. Return to NVIDIA 3090 Master. Click the double page icon again, but this time choose Full Copy. Name it Full Copy and press Enter. In Full Copy, select the same fan. Press Tab to go to Edit Mode. Press A to select everything, then S, then Z to scale along Z and scale the fan up. Press Tab to exit Edit Mode and switch back to NVIDIA 3090 Master. Now, notice the master is not affected, while the change exists only in Full Copy. That's the key difference. Linked copy shares data, Full Copy duplicates it. You can create as many scenes as you need this way. Finally, switch back to NVIDIA 3090 Master.
Back in the outliner, we're in NVDR 3090 Master, and you can see the scene collection. Move your mouse over this panel and press Ctrl plus Spacebar to make it full screen. Inside Scene Collection, you'll find all segments of the NVDR 3090 card. I'm going to continue modeling, adding the motherboard, chipsets, and other components. I don't want my NVDR parts and motherboard parts to get mixed up, so I'll organize them, just like using folders in Windows Explorer. In Blender, we organize with collections. At the root is Scene Collection. I can create additional collections under it. For example, I want a collection named NVDR 3090 to hold all current components. On the right corner, click the New Collection icon. You'll see Collection 1 created under Scene Collection. Double-click it, rename it NVDR 3090, and press Enter. Now I'll move the existing components into NVDR 3090. I'll select the objects from the top of the list down to Steel Cage, then drag them into NVDR 3090. Inside NVDR 3090, I'll organize further. I want all air ducts grouped together. Right-click NVDR 3090, choose New Collection, double-click the new collection, name it Air Ducts, then drag Air Duct 1 and Air Duct 2 into Air Ducts. Release the mouse. Both are now inside the Air Ducts collection. Return to NVDR 3090, click Back to Previous to go to the 3D viewport, and create a Fans collection to group all fans. In the viewport, select a fan, press M, move to Collection, choose New Collection, name it Fans, and click Create. In the outliner, you'll see Fans now contains that fan. It currently sits under Scene Collection. I want it under NVDR 3090. Select Fans and drag it onto NVDR 3090, so the Fans collection lives inside it. Orbit the view, middle mouse. There's another fan. Select it, press M, move it to NVDR 3090, Fans. Next, I'll create a chassis collection. In NVDR 3090, right-click, New Collection, rename it Chassis. Back in the 3D viewport, select the chassis main body, Steel Cage, press M, then move it to NVDR 3090 Chassis. I want to verify what else belongs to Chassis. Some items are organized, others aren't. To check, I'll temporarily hide collections using the checkmark or visibility toggle in the outliner. Click it for Air Ducts, all air ducts, hide. Do the same for Fans and Chassis. Now I'll add the side panel to Chassis. Select the side panel, press M, move it to NVDR 3090 Chassis. It hides immediately because the chassis collection is hidden. I have a component named Fan Holder 2. With Shift pressed, also select Fan Holder 1. Press M and move both into Fans. Then select Coolant Pipes, press M and move them into Air Ducts. Create a Chipsets collection, NVDR 3090, right-click, New Collection, rename it Chipsets, select the main motherboard, press M, move it to Chipsets, and switch off or hide chipsets.
Select the main chip
called chipset. Press M and move to Chipset Collection.
Then here we have the sockets. Right-click on NVIDIA 3090. Create New Collection. Name it as Ports. Select these ports here. Press M. Move it into the Ports collection. Hide Port Selection. There is one more object called Sockets. Select it. Press M and move it into Ports selection.
There is a connector here. Select it, press M, and move it into Port Selection. Now there are 3 GUI elements. With Shift pressed, select 1, 2, 3, just press M, and move them into a new collection named Granite Body, and click Create. Drag Granite Body into NVDR 3090 and switch it off. Finally, I have text objects NVDR RTX and RTX 3090 name. Select both, right-click, New Collection, name it Labels.
Drag GeForce RTX and RTX 3090 name into Labels collection.
Drag labels into NVDR 3090, then you'll see Labels, Granite Body, Ports, Chipsets, Chassis, Fans, and Air Ducts, all clearly organized. Collapse Chassis, Chipsets, and Ports. This is how we organize and maintain complex models. With collections, it's easy to select and isolate what you need. For example, if you want to work only on the fans, just switch off or hide all other collections, so only fans remains visible. Now switch everything back on. With that, we've learned how to organize our objects into collections in the outliner.
This concludes our session. Here's a crisp recap. Opened RTX 3090.blend, used Control Space to maximize panels, and Back to Previous to return. Scenes, renamed the default to NVDR 3090_master. Explored new, copy settings, linked copy, shared data, edits propagate, and full copy, independent edits don't propagate. Demonstrated with the fan scaling example. Collections built a clean structure under NVDR 3090, air ducts, fans, chassis, chipsets, ports, granite body, labels. Moved items via drag and drop, or M, move to collection from the 3D viewport. Visibility and isolation. Toggled collection check marks to hide and show groups and focus work. Example, work only on fans. Outcome, a tidy, scalable outliner that speeds selection, isolation, and variation testing across scenes. Next session, we'll master Blender's data structure, data blocks, links versus copies, outliner filters, search and restrict toggles, and display modes, view layer, Blender file, Orphan Data, and Data API.